Hello, and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you one page at a time, one day at a time, and then I take that book, I put it up on YouTube, and we have a grand old time. Page 276. It snowed here last night, so I get to brush snow off my car for the first time in, 9 months. I'm looking forward to it. Page 276. Looks somehow upholstered. And the big arm driver for Leisure Time Ice, the quiet kid, green, a garbage head, all substance type kid, maybe 21, face very slightly smunched in on one side, wears sleeveless khaki shirts and has lived in a trailer in that apocalyptic Enfield trailer park out near the Alston Spur. Gately likes Green because he seems to have got sense enough to keep his mouth shut when he's got nothing important to say, which is basically all the time. The tattoo on the kid's right tricep is a spear-pierced heart over the hideous name Mildred Bonk, who Bruce G. told him was a ray of living light and a dead ringer for the late singer of the Fiends in human shape, and his dead heart's one love ever, who took their daughter and left him this summer for some guy that told her he ranched fucking longhorn cows east of Atlantic City, New Jersey. He's got, even by Enid House standards, Major League sleep trouble, Green, and he and Gately play cribbage sometimes in the wee dead hours, a game Gately picked up in jail. Bert F.S. is now hunched in a meaty coughing fit, his elbows out and his forehead purple. No sign of Hester Thrale, nail-biter, and something Pat calls borderline. Gately can see everything without moving or moving his head or either eye. Also in here is Randy Lenz, who Lenz is a small-time organic coke dealer, who wears sport coats rolled up over his parlor-tanned forearms and is always checking his pulse on the inside of his wrists. It's come out that Lenz is of keen interest to both sides of the law because this past May he'd apparently all of a sudden lost all control and holed up all of a sudden in a Charlestown motel and freebased most of a whole 100 grams he'd been fronted by a suspiciously trusting Brazilian in what Lenz didn't know was supposed to have been a DEA sting operation in the South End. Having screwed both sides in what Gately secretly views as a delicious fuck-up, Randy Lenz has, since May, been the most wanted he's probably ever been. He is seedily handsome in the way of pimps and low-level coke dealers, muscular in the MP-ish way that certain guys' muscles look muscular, but they can't really lift anything, with complexly gelled hair and the little bird-like head movements of the deeply vain. One forearm's hair has a little hairless patch, which Gately knows well spells knife owner. And if there's one thing Gately's never been able to stomach, it's a knife owner. Little swaggery guys that always queer a square beef and come up off the ground with a knife where you have to get cut to take it away from them. Lenz is teaching Gately reserved politeness to people you pretty much want to beat up on sight. It's pretty obvious to everyone except Pat Montesian, whose odd gullibility in the presence of human sludge, though, Gately needs to try to remember, had been one of the reasons why he'd got himself into the Enid House, originally. Obvious that Lenz is here mostly just to hide out. He rarely leaves the house except under certain compulsion, avoids windows, and travels to the nightly required AA/NA meetings in a disguise that makes him look like Cesar Romero after a terrible accident. Alright, that was page number 276 of this Infinite Jeff project thing, and I'm gonna hit stop